hope I can.
So, you've been at POI for
the 13th. So when I leave here, it'll be 10 days.
Okay. And what did you come to the POI Institute for?
I came for a struggling addiction to alcohol that I have battled probably about 12 years and actively tried to cut back for the last 5. I've done every therapy imaginable, and I couldn't ever get more than 10 to 12 days under my belt. And my time here has been nothing short, I think, a miracle, because there's not really too many words to describe it. It literally felt like I got a complete brain reboot. Not one craving. I just feel like I'm back to when I was 20 and I had my whole life ahead of me. I've been given a new lease on life. It's pretty amazing.
Making me cry.
I'm a big crier.
Well, I'm going to turn it over to Callie to ask some questions, but because she has some, and then I'll come in again at the end. But you did amazing. I mean, truly.
That's what I do.
Truly.
Actually, that's not true. Usually I mess up everything. This is one thing I actually seem to do really well. So maybe this whole sober thing's got something going on. I've never been happier either. It's just, I told my mom, she's like, so how do you recap it? I'm like, I am literally like spewing sunshine and shitting rainbows. And she's like, wow, that's good. I'm like, you should put it in the water. You should give it to everybody. I just think everybody should have this.
Can we quote you on that one?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Can you say it one more time?
Spewing rainbows and shitting sunshine, or vice versa.
You know, I'll tell you one quick thing, and then I will turn it over to Callie. Our accountant, called us several years ago and said, that website's great, but you use that word miraculous like several times, and I'm thinking maybe it's a little hokey. And I said, you know what? Do me a favor, come down, try it, and then if you can come up with a better adjective. Do you have an adjective for ibogaine?
Miraculous.
Yeah, see, that's what I thought.
I literally think it's a miracle. I can't, it's hard to describe.
Well, we are so happy for you.
Work for me.
So happy. So happy you're happy.
Me too.
So happy you're sober.
Yeah, me too.
Now you gotta carry it on.
Not even worried about it, which is also weird. I feel like there's no way I can't succeed. I don't understand why, but that's just how I feel, and I'm sticking to it.
I'm so glad.
Okay, so what made you choose POI over another place?
So I had never even heard of ibogaine. So I had a friend of mine in Dallas that we actually met in some AA rooms, and she heard from a friend to come here, and she came, and she said it was amazing. So that's the first time I've ever even heard about something like this. And I have been literally in sober groups, sober recovery for 5 years, and I've never heard about this. So that's what made me choose here.
Cool. What was your favorite part about your experience at POI?
Oh, that's a tough one.
You can give us more than one.
I would say it's the whole care. It's not just nutrition or sleeping or the caretaking or the genuine feeling of compassionate love. It's really I think it's all together. I think it's part of the whole self approach.
What is the most important thing you learned during the process?
It's interesting because I don't know that I really learned anything. It doesn't sound good, but it just happened. I didn't really have to come here and study like how to be sober. It just happened. Like I was broken one day and I woke up 2 days later and I was fixed.
Well, okay.
That's a tough one.
Yeah, let me rephrase the question. Is there anything you learned about yourself in the process?
I learned to love myself again. Because there's a lot of guilt and shame that goes with any addiction. It's hard. And you just kind of let it go. actually used to be, I call it normal when I was normal. I was normal up until in the mid 30s, and some life issues, some marriage issues, I think I started drinking to cope, and I have the family history. And so once it got in there, it clicked in my brain. And every day was a struggle, a battle every day, whether I was going to drink or I wasn't going to drink, how to hide it. It was a struggle from the time I woke up to the time I went to bed. And I did everything. I've been in several different recoveries, and I was just broken. And I really felt like that my brain was broken. And I couldn't remember what it was like to function through the day without alcohol. So it's an awful, I wouldn't wish alcoholism on anybody.
So there's a time before Ibogaine and a time after. What's the thing you are looking forward to most?
I got my life back. I got my days back. I mean, I've literally been thinking like, oh my gosh, I'm going to get to do so much stuff. I get to start living again, because I wasn't living. I was battling.